Alright guys, I am back with my WWE Money in the Bank 2014 review. I know this review's up a bit late this week, and I know it's going to upload this on Monday and stuff, but I'm back to do a video. I'm back. I want to get this up quickly. So I thought Money in the Bank 2014, like I said, going into the pay-per-view, I wasn't really excited on this pay-per-view. I didn't think it was a really good pay-per-view. A couple of matches I enjoyed on the show though. I enjoyed I enjoyed the Money in the Bank ladder match between the Money in the Bank ladder match itself was awesome. The main event was awesome. I didn't like how John Cena won the WWE World Title. The tag match between the Usos and the White Family was good too. So we started off. I'm going to start with the YouTube pre-show. So we didn't have a match on the YouTube pre-show. So on the YouTube pre-show, we had Renee Young, who was replacing Josh Matthews, because apparently last week Josh Matthews got released from WWE. I didn't really read the article, but I know a few people did a video on YouTube about it, so that's how I know about it. So yeah, Josh Matthews is gone, and Renee Young and Tom Phillips, they're on the pre-show panel now. Well, they're on the pre-show now. So Renee Young was on the pre-show with Christian, Booker T, and Alex Riley. They run down the card for Money in the Bank. They also talk about a couple of matches. They give them they talk about the match card. They show a couple of video packages. Then we get to Daniel Bryan answering some questions from fans on Twitter, saying about his injury and who he wants to win the main event or whatever. Just stupid questions like that. And then Bo Dallas comes out. He tells Daniel Bryan that he's got to be pinned in the neck. Then Daniel Bryan says that Bo needs to. Daniel Bryan tells Bo that he's a boner and tells Bo to leave the arena, and so yeah, so also you pre-show. So we get to the first match on the actual card, which was on the WWE Tag Team titles. It's the Usos versus the Wyatt family, Hopper and Rowan. This was a real good match. I really enjoyed it. We had some high flying moves from the Usos. The Wyatts was dominating quite a lot this match. Jimmy and Jay, one of the Usos hits a super kick. Then the other Usos it's a splash for the win. Then the Usos retained the tag titles. I thought the White family could have got the win here. It would have been nice to see the White family get the win. And well, also would have been nice if you had Bray Wyatt win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and you could have had the Usos and the Harper and Rowan win the tag titles make the Wyatt family look really strong at this pay-per-view. You have all three members of the Wyatts win championships. I thought that would have been awesome, but they didn't, and the Usos retained. So I think this feud is probably the end of the feud between the Usos and the Wyatts, because I did hear that WWE want to call it the Ascension. So I heard that they do want to do it. I hope that they do call it the Ascension soon, because we need some new tag teams in the tag team division, and on NXT there is no really tag teams, because the Ascension have run out of tag teams on NXT. So they really need to get called up to the main roster. Then the second match tonight, which was Paige defending the Divas title against Naomi. Paige wins with that sharpshooter move. I didn't really cover it too much. And then we get to the third match tonight, which was Adam Rose versus Damien Sandow. I don't know what Sandow's draft as. I don't know what character he was. Paul Levine, I think he was, or Triple H. I don't know who he was, but anyway, Adam Rose was with the party foul for the win. I thought it was a bad match. I didn't really care about it too much. The fourth match tonight, which was probably the best match on the show, it was Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston versus RVD versus Jack Swagger in a Money in the Bank ladder match for the Money in the Bank contract. This was really good. You had Ambrose's shoulder did get injured here. You had Ambrose's shoulder get injured here, and he was selling his shoulder injury after Rollins, I think, throwing him into the ladder. Then RVD hit a couple of high flying moves and stuff, and he jumped off a couple of ladders. We had a lot of good spots in this match. I'm not going to talk about them all, but we had a few good ones. So at the end we have Dean Ambrose climbing for money in the bank. Then we have Seth Rollins. He's climbing up to get money back. Then Dean Ambrose is trying to get the money in the back briefcase. Rollins comes, then Kane comes out of nowhere. Why did Kane come out? He didn't really need to come out, but he came out. He distracted Dean Ambrose. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, Ambrose and Rollins were brawling. Then Kane attacks him, like I said. Then Seth Rollins gets the money back briefcase and wins the Money Back ladder match. I thought it was an awesome match. I would like to see Dean. So it kind of looks like at Battleground and at SummerSlam we're probably gonna have something like they did last year with Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes. We're gonna have a ladder match, and whoever wins that ladder match we'll probably have a ladder match at SummerSlam with Seth Rollins defending his Money Back briefcase against Dean Ambrose. And whoever wins that becomes Mr. Money Back. Something kind of like that. What they did last. That was kind of similar to what they did with Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow last year. So that's why I'm thinking that's what they're gonna do. So we get to the fifth match tonight, which was Stardust and Goldust versus Ryback. This was an alright match. Ryback hits a shell shot, then Goldust, then Stardust hits a reverse DDT for the win. Then we get Rusev squashing Big E with the camel clutch. Moving on, seventh match tonight, which was Layla defeating Summer Rae because apparently Fandango got distracted, so Layla wins. Sorry. So yeah, then we get to the main event, which is for the WWE World Title in a ladder match. It's John Cena versus Kane versus Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio versus Sheamus versus Bray Wyatt and Cesaro. Now going into this match, I was excited for this match, but I was a bit skeptical that we're gonna have the same old shit again. Like we're gonna have a Randy Orton or a John Cena win this match, and I was right. I was right. I tried to go into this match with the main event. I tried to go with an open mind. I was actually thinking for once that WWE are going to actually go for youth this time. They're going to go for the young guys. They're going to go maybe with a Cesaro or with a Bray Wyatt or with a Roman Reigns. But no, they go with the Breakfast Club. They've got to always have a Breakfast Club member win a championship every single year. If it's not Randy Orton, it's John Cena, it's Sheamus, it's Batista, whoever it is, it's every single year a Breakfast Club member has got to win the WWE Championship or the World's Heavyweight Championship, and I don't really like that. WWE cannot keep relying on guys like John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H, Batista, guys like that. They were good in the Ruthless Aggression and the Attitude Era, but we cannot keep relying on those guys anymore. We got to start pushing the youth movement. We got to start pushing the youth movement. Guys like Cesaro, you need to keep guys like Cesaro in the main event scene. Guys like Daniel Bryan, guys like Dean Ambrose, guys like Bray Wyatt, guys like Roman Reigns. But yeah, this match was a good match. We had a couple of spots. Randy Orton did get busted open in this match. Then we had one point in the match where we had Sheamus and Cesaro. They was like hanging on to the hanging on to the championships because they was like hanging on to the championships because I think Bray or whoever knocked the ladder over, so they was like fighting to knock each other off and stuff. Then at the end, John Cena, then Randy was trying to get the money back briefcase. Kane put the ladder, is holding the ladder. Then John Cena AA's Kane. He takes Randy Orton off the ladder. AA's him onto Kane. Then John Cena climbs up the money in the back, climbs up the ladder, then gets the money in the back briefcase, not money in the back, the WWE Championship. Sorry. So yeah, I thought it was kind of a weird ending. Like I didn't really like the ending to that. Like it was a typical ending, like John Cena overcoming the odds. He didn't sell any, any sick bumps or anything like that. He didn't sell, he didn't sell in that match either. I mean, he just climbed up that ladder dead fast, like ridiculous. But yeah, John Cena wins. And that was the end of the show. So that, guys, is my WWE Money in the Bank 2014 review. Hope you guys like this video, and leave your thoughts and Money in the Bank in the comments. And thanks for watching, guys. Brag out.